Check your banks, guys, because it may be time to take your money out. Vids have been popping up all over TikTok and Twitter showing Americans can't get their money out. Check it out.
I don't think we have access to it right now.
Yeah, that's super easy.
But,
Anything else for it?
one second.
All right.
He was explaining it to me. I don't know how it works.
We don't have that much right now, especially with how much people are pulling out. It's kind of hard just because we don't keep everything out here. So
you gotta like go to the back and get it or whatever it is, but it's like it's in my account. You feel me?
I
Like
understand that, but it's not as simple as I can just go back
saying,
and
bro,
grab the money.
it's not like I'm asking for $50,000, bro. I'm asking for $9,000. Like some, you know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Of my money, my guy, my money. It's in my bank account, my guy.
I understand that, but it's also not mine.
So can you call somebody to ask them, can they go get it from the back? Because I didn't wait when I put it in my account, bro.
According to Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan, they're preparing for the U.S. debt default. We're going to talk about exactly what that means for your money and what America's second largest bank is doing to prepare for the possibility. Not to mention what you and your family can do to prepare for this potential economic catastrophe. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned that failures to raise the U.S. debt ceiling would lead to economic and financial catastrophe. She also said, you don't have a recession where you have 500,000 jobs and the lowest unemployment rate in more than 50 years. But I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, I think that the strong labor market does not necessarily mean a recession is inevitable. I mean, historically speaking, the labor market has been the strongest at times just before a recession hits. And I bet you guys are probably feeling it too, especially our YouTube fam who's on fixed income like Social Security benefits, SNAP, EBT, SSI, SSDI. I mean, you guys have seen the prices at the grocery stores. Rent prices are rising, housing prices are still up. It definitely doesn't feel like everything is going just fine. Like a friend of mine once said, the Great Depression will look like the good old days before this is over. Do you guys agree? Do you have the same feeling like the government and their corporate overlords are driving us all toward a cliff and mainstream media is all like, hey, it's a balloon? Anyway, drop me your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, if you own a home, make sure your largest investment is protected. Get your free home warranty quote. The link is in the description down below. It only takes about 15 seconds. Never be caught off guard by another very expensive, unexpected home repair again. So here's a story I got from one of you guys. My husband was one of the techs that got let go back in November. Went from a 6-figure salary to nothing, just that fast. He now has a night job because no matter how much he applies, no one in his field is hiring. He just went to apply for a second job since the night job doesn't cover anything except for our water, power, and energy bills per month. I have an e-commerce business. That covers our groceries and toiletries and just paid our property tax of $11,000. The whole thing is ridiculous. Yeah, you can definitely say that again. Hit the like button if you guys agree. Shout out to you for having an e-commerce business to help offset the cost of your husband losing his job. Hopefully during this time, your husband can actually help maybe scale that e-commerce business to make a little bit more money and maybe he doesn't even have to go back to work. Let me know if I can help you out in any way on that one. Just recently, Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan said that the firm is preparing for the United States to default on its debt after surpassing its borrowing limit just last month. Major warning from Bank of America. So basically, Congress is showing their usual foolhardiness and getting locked in talks about whether to lift the debt ceiling or not, which basically is the equivalent of the government paying their credit card bill. Or more accurately put, it's more like raising the credit card limit. But no, seriously, it's not even actually talking about whether they should spend more money in the first place because they kind of already did. They're just approving the payments of the commitments that they already made. So really the whole Congress circus right now is over deciding whether to pay the credit card bill when it's due, when you really know that there's not much choice in the matter. So yeah, you got to hand it to our lawmakers, right? Right now, Republicans are insisting on spending cuts, which could threaten the benefits like Social Security, SNAP, SSI, SSDI, before they sign a deal to raise the limit. So now economists are warning of a financial crisis if a debt default does occur, which again could threaten those who are receiving Social Security and SNAP benefits and pretty soon the cash in your bank account. Yeah, so don't count on your banks to keep the money safe for you. Now, if worse comes to worse, you might have to get all your money. Like I showed you guys, some people are already having trouble getting their money from the banks. The video earlier was from a Dollarama branch, but I've also seen the same thing happening in larger banks. In fact, Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan already hinted at something like this in a recent interview. He said this, quote, "We have to be prepared for a U.S. debt default, not only in this country, but in other countries around the world. You hope it doesn't happen, but hope is not a strategy. So you prepare for it," end quote. And by preparing, many people are stocking up and stockpiling in gold. Feel free to hit the link in the description down below for more information on the best way to invest in gold right now. Now, according to Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan, their company is preparing as it would in a natural disaster. Could locking out our cash flow be what he's talking about here? You tell me, guys. When we sign up for these accounts, they know we don't read what we sign. With that being said, in these contracts, we give up our rights of ownership of our debt notes. Once those deposits hit the bank basically takes ownership of these funds. In return, they give us below 0% gains on these funds in said accounts to keep us thinking it's a good thing. Yeah. What's up with that? Anyway, some context on the debt ceiling debate here. The US hit its borrowing limit of around $31.4 trillion in January, and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has since been using extraordinary measures to help the government pay its bills, something that they expect can only last us until sometime this summer. The White House and many Democrats are pushing to raise the borrowing limit quickly, while Republicans are pressing for spending cuts as a condition to raising the ceiling. Now, if lawmakers don't take action to lift the debt ceiling, the country could very well default for the very first time in its history. And what are Republicans asking for in return? Spending cuts, possible cuts to Medicare, Social Security, SNAP payments. What do you guys think about that? Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen instead insisted that every responsible member of Congress could agree to raise the debt ceiling to avoid the catastrophe of a default. She said, quote, "America has paid all of its bills on time since 1789, and not to do so would produce an economic and financial catastrophe, and every responsible member of Congress must agree to raise the debt ceiling," end quote. And that she's nervous that defaulting on the debt could put the United States economy in a tailspin, since the Federal Reserve or the federal government would be unable to spend money and would likely cause a financial crisis, not just in America, but around the world. What with the US dollar being the reserve currency of choice in the global economy, this could be catastrophic. Now, putting the politics of it aside, you may be wondering the million-dollar question: is this situation likely to have a long-term effect on my money? Now, most experts say no, but if Congress keeps up with this finger-pointing and saber-rattling, I'm not too sure it's as simple as that. So yeah, the United States has never defaulted on its debt and will very likely take steps to avoid a default this time around as well. Because of its solid reputation, the United States debt is considered a risk-free safety asset, at least in the world economy. But if Congress keeps it up with all this debt ceiling silliness, we could very well see the United States credit worthiness take a hit that could very well result in some market turmoil, much like we saw back in 2011 when the United States faced a debt ceiling crisis and received a downgrade in its credit rating. That's why a lot of investors are now considering moving some of their assets into gold. An investment analyst shared what it was like back then. Quote, "That year we saw a lot of market volatility. Stocks really sold off around this event, with companies linked to the government selling off even further. It seems to take visceral market volatility to force politicians to the table," end quote. And that's just if they took too long to deal with the debt ceiling debate. Now, if the United States does end up not paying its bills, it probably wouldn't be your run-of-the-mill default. If a government like Argentina or Italy defaulted on its debt, it would be because they didn't have the money in the form that the debt was owed in. If Italy borrows in dollars, they have to pay it back in dollars. But if the US defaults, we could probably just pay it back by printing more dollars. That's where all the talk over the minting of that $1 trillion coin comes into play. But there would be economic consequences, of course, right? Well, of course, the answer is yes. And aside from a possible serious stock market crash volatility, we could very well see ripple effects across all of our economy. Any ding in the US credit rating would likely raise interest rates on such types of debt such as mortgages, auto loans, and account for additional risks, the likes we've never seen before. That also probably means a big jump in your credit card bill. And don't forget about the government spending, which could be cut under a default scenario. All put together, many experts say that something like this could tip things into a recession, if not a depression. So we are definitely really crossing our fingers today, guys. Yeah, sure, Congress, they've done this time and time again, and they always seem to settle the matter, even though it turns out to be late most of the time. Plus, we also have the Republican curveball in the House of Representatives. Who knows what kind of spending cuts that they're actually going to be demanding just to keep our economy running. CEO of Bank of America, Brian Moynihan, he said in the interview that Bank of America is still expecting a mild recession to hit the economy, especially with inflation and high interest rates still being a huge concern. Central bankers have raised interest rates by 450 basis points to lower high prices. But rates that high could drag on corporate earnings, send the economy and the stock market into a downturn. Strategists predicted that a recession could send the S&P 500 falling 24% in the early half of the year. Investment bank Morgan Stanley says the same. They predict an earnings recession could send stocks 20% lower. Janet Yellen says that the red-hot labor market means the U.S. can avoid a recession. Quote, "You don't have a recession when you have 500,000 jobs and the lowest unemployment rate in more than 50 years." End quote. But honestly, I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, in fact, the strong labor market doesn't necessarily mean a recession is inevitable. Some people will call this bad news. The Fed won't be able to rein in inflation with modest hikes if the economy is humming along. Instead, it will have to cause a massive recession, the kind of thing that former U.S. Treasury Secretary Larry Summers has warned about because the Fed's interest rate hikes came too late to prevent the dreaded wage price spiral. But come on, guys, imagine telling someone who just got a job last month that it would have been better that they not gotten that job. The fact that they're now employed means that the government is now more likely to try to take that job away. It would be better for the economy had they stayed unemployed, at least until inflation goes down. I know. It sounds insane. Well, it's the kind of logic that the people like Jerome Powell, and Elon Musk just thrive on. If businesses act like Elon Musk, who cut headcount in their companies just because they had a bad gut feeling about the economy, then a recession is inevitable. I mean, yeah, maybe just try pointing the finger at these people for a change. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they should take a page out of Apple's book. Apple CEO took a pay cut so that he didn't have to lay off more employees. He took it on the chin for the team. Maybe these guys should too. But let me know if you guys want to learn more about this or any other financial news that you might have heard. Our comment section is always wide open for your requests and your suggestions. Yup, definitely more to look forward to in my coming updates. But that's it for today's bank update and financial news report. Bank runs happening now, the serious possibility of a U.S. debt default, and what it could do to your bank account and your cash flow. Now, to protect yourself, always consider your options. But if you want to learn more about how to invest in gold, hit the link in the description of this video down below. But as always, guys, a big thanks for tuning in for today. And an even bigger thanks for lighting up the like button. With all this debt default news buzzing, we are definitely going to see some major moves from Congress players coming soon. Make sure you guys do not miss it. Same time, same place tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Please be kind to one another and y'all be safe.